Hello students, this is our lecture number 23. The topic of the lecture is the simple present tense. The discussion goes that how is the simple present tense used? How is the simple present tense used means the use of the simple present tense. In what situation should we use the simple present tense, or what is the condition, what is the situation, or what situation comes before us that we use this simple present tense. That is now our point. So this simple present tense is used to write, to talk, to describe the daily routine. The daily routine. What is called the daily routine? Daily routine means everyday's work, means the works of every day. What man does every day, because every day comes into the life of man, and in that life this man or this woman do the daily routines. So the daily routines are described, these daily routines are explained in this simple present tense. Then daily habits, because every man has some habits. He repeats his habits. We can say that this man does this or this man does that. That is called the habits. So our daily habits or man's daily habits are also described, written, spoken in this simple past tense. In this simple present tense. Then daily hobbies, because we have the habits, daily habits. We put some daily habits with us, and these daily habits are also written and spoken in this simple present tense. And universal truths. So what is called the universal truth? Universal truth is a truth which is really true in all the three tenses, means in the present tense, in the past tense, in the future tense. That truth is always true, and that is called this truth is a universal truth. Universal truth means the we can say world truth, means in life this truth is really very correct, and this truth never changes. We will take some examples. So daily routine, we will take one example of the daily routine. What is, suppose there is a postman. What is the daily routine of the postman? That postman collects letters. That is the daily routine of that postman. Daily habit. So we will take one example of the daily habit. Daily habit means what? Suppose I read a book every day, I study every day. These are the daily habits. Daily hobbies. Hobbies means what? Man maintains some interests, some hobbies, some likings, and that is called the daily habits. We will explain these daily habits by taking some examples. For example, I play cricket. I like to play cricket. I collect tickets of the post. I collect the old rupees. These are the hobbies. So next we will go universal truths. So universal truth means what? Uh, there are the sun, the earth, and water. These are the three things, and these three things show us the universal truth. So the sun rises in the east, the sun sets in the west. These are the universal truths. The earth moves around the sun. The earth moves around the sun. This is also the universal truth. And the water goes down. The water goes down means water always goes to the down level. Water never goes up. The water goes down. So the water goes down. These are the qualities of these things that they are universal. Means we cannot change these qualities of these things, and that's why these qualities are called the universal truths. So now we will learn this simple present tense with the help of the structures. The first structure is simple positive. The first structure is simple positive. What is the structure? At first there is a subject, there is a main verb. Main verb means what? Infinitive without to. Subject, main verb means infinitive without to plus object and plus complement. This is the first structure, that is the simple positive structure. I will repeat again that structure. SVOC means subject, main verb, object and complement. This is the structure of the simple sense. So in Marathi we will take one example. मी भिकाऱ्याला दररोज भिक्षा देतो. मी भिकाऱ्याला दररोज भिक्षा देतो. In English, I give alms to the beggar every day. I give alms to the beggar every day. In this sentence, I is the subject, give is the verb, alms is the object, and to the beggar is also the object. But alms is the direct object and to the beggar is the indirect object, because the subject is making action on alms directly and the subject is making action on to the beggar indirectly. That's why to the beggar, this word is showing the indirect object and alms is the direct object and every day is the complement. So we saw the total structure SVOC. Then the second structure is simple negative. What is the structure? Yes plus don't or doesn't, means do not or does not, plus main verb plus object plus complement or extra words or additional words. So what is the negative structure? Subject plus don't, doesn't, do not, does not, plus main verb plus object plus complement or plus extra words or additional words. This is the structure. In Marathi, we will take one example. In Marathi, मी भिकाऱ्याला दररोज भिक्षा देत नाही. मी भिकाऱ्याला दररोज भिक्षा देत नाही. In English, I don't give alms to the beggar every day. I don't give alms to the beggar every day. In this sentence, I is the subject, don't give is the verb, there is don't and then that don't is helping verb and give is the main verb and to the beggar again is the indirect object and every day is the complement and that alms is the direct object. Second example in Marathi, we will say ती भिकाऱ्याला दररोज भिक्षा देत नाही. Now see, we have changed the subject. At first there was the subject I, now we took the subject she. So the helping verb here will change. In English, the sentence will be, she doesn't give alms to the beggar every day. So here, if the subject is I, we, or you, they, then in the simple present tense, the helping verb comes don't. And if the subject is he, she, it, then the helping verb is used as doesn't. So she doesn't give alms to the beggar every day. Now the next structure is positive interrogative. What is the structure? Does or do or subject plus MV plus object plus complements plus we can say extra words. For example, मी भिकाऱ्याला दररोज भिक्षा देतो का? मी भिकाऱ्याला दररोज भिक्षा देतो का? Do I give alms to the beggar every day? So here, when we make the question, SNO type question, this is the SNO type question, and when we make the SNO type question, we take at first do or does, then we take subject, then main verb, then object, then again indirect object, and then complement. So the sentence becomes like this. Do I give alms to the beggar? Second example, ती भिकाऱ्याला दररोज भिक्षा देते का? ती भिकाऱ्याला दररोज भिक्षा देते का? Does she give alms to the beggar every day? So here also the does has come in the front position, then subject, then main verb, then direct object, indirect object, and there is the complement. And next structure is negative interrogative. So when we make the negative interrogative means when we make the negative question. What is the structure first? Do plus subject plus not plus MV plus object plus complement. Again listen. Do plus subject plus not plus MV plus object plus complement. This is the structure. In Marathi, मी भिकाऱ्याला दररोज भिक्षा देत नाही का? मी भिकाऱ्याला दररोज भिक्षा देत नाही का? In English, do I not give alms to the beggar every day? Do I not give alms to the beggar every day? In this sentence, do I means do plus subject plus not plus main verb plus direct object plus indirect object plus complement and plus question mark. So these are the structures. Again there is one sentence, ती भिकाऱ्याला दररोज भिक्षा देत नाही का? This is the negative question, means this is the negative interrogative. ती भिकाऱ्याला दररोज भिक्षा देत नाही का? Because here the subject is she, there was the subject I. So does she not give? In the first sentence there was do I not give, and here does she not give. So does she not give alms to the beggar every day? So in this way we can make the negative interrogative sentences in the simple present tense. Now fifth is SNO type questions and answers. Means we can ask the SNO type questions in the simple present tense with the help of the helping verbs, and answers are given to these questions. The first question is, do I give alms to the beggar every day? Do I give alms to the beggar every day? The answer is yes, I give alms to the beggar every day. The answer is no, I don't or I do not give alms to the beggar every day. Next, does she give alms to the beggar every day? Does she give alms to the beggar every day? Yes, she gives alms to the beggar every day. No, she does not give alms to the beggar every day. In this way, when a person asks us a question in the yes no type, we answer that person in yes or no. So these questions are called the yes no type questions. Third is, does she not give alms? Remember, this is the different questions. Means this question is negative question completely. Does she not give? Does she not give alms to the beggar every day? Does she not give alms to the beggar every day? The answer completely comes in the positive sense, and that answer is yes. She gives alms to the beggar every day. Yes, she gives alms to the beggar every day. So these are the structures, and the last structure is WH questions. In the simple present tense, we should ask, or we can ask, or we ask the WH questions also. What is the structure of the WH question? WH word plus do or does plus yes plus MV plus direct object plus indirect object and plus complement. This is the structure, and in this structure we speak, and this is called the use of the simple present tense. So what do you want? What do you want to give him? What do you want to give her? These are the structures which are called the WH question structure. And finally, now we will stop here. But before stopping, I will request to all my students and also my neighbors or people of all the world that they should keep themselves very away from corona, because this corona has made man's life very packed, and man has become very much slave, or suppose man is completely is afraid of this corona. So a man should, if man remains at home, that will be better for man. I hope all will be there in houses and they will be safe from corona. Thank you very much.